Hey guys, so if it looks like I'm out in the middle of nowhere, that's a fair assessment. This is my second video in my unedited series, and one of the things I love to do is mountain biking, thus the bike. And I'm out and about halfway through my mountain biking. I think it's probably like 12 miles or something like that, 14 miles, and I thought it'd be interesting to do something out here. Of course, there's people on the trails behind me. So one of the things I wanted to talk about this week, I wrote an article on virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and augmented reality, and the next 10 years in social digital on LinkedIn. And for me, all of the material I read, I'm in a technology company, Verizon, which is a great place to work. It's all signaling towards building an incredible virtual world where the senses that will feel like something's actually happening and something's real will be so realistic that I've actually heard people say that the real world will be boring, which is scary and exciting at the same time. But if you can imagine virtual reality where there's no consequences for what you do and things feel amazing, it could easily become something where you almost become bored with reality. So I thought that was really crazy to hear, and in my LinkedIn article, which I'll put in the description of this YouTube video, I talked about how I hope that the human touch will always be the final yard, because you can't replace human touch or human hug or hand-holding with anything through virtual reality. And then as the week went on, some of the incredible things I saw, the first self-driving truck drove 50-some thousand cans of beer for Budweiser. So it was the first commercial shipment using an autonomously driven truck. I'll put a link to that in the description. And then I also saw a crazy article about essentially some type of glove that's being developed that would actually stimulate the senses in your hand to make you think you were actually holding something. So you can imagine that the technology that's coming through in the next couple years could make it seem really crazy. A lot of weird stuff is going to start happening, which is exciting, but also we can't, well, I don't want to lose touch of it with myself and my friends. So those were my thoughts for the week. There's a lot of really interesting things about artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality. I've read a lot over the last 6 months. One of the books I read was called The Master Algorithm, which was insanely insightful. And another book I read was called The Pentagon's Brain, which is about DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research. I'm going to get it wrong because I'm out in the middle of the woods and my thoughts aren't as collected as they usually are. But DARPA is a funded organization by the United States to basically be 10 to 20 years ahead and not to be technologically surprised by another country. And so it's fascinating to think what they're working on if our real world is what it is now. So I'll put a link to several of these things, the autonomously driven truck for Budweiser. You can take a look. The footage is pretty fascinating. I'll put a link to the glove I just spoke about, and then I'll put a link to my LinkedIn article. And I hope you guys are having a great week, and I look forward to keeping this series going. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate you watching, and if you don't mind taking a moment to add a comment, like, or dislike it, because you took the time to watch my video, so the least I could do is take a moment to see what you thought. I really appreciate it. If you think it would help a friend out, feel free to share it, and I also would appreciate it if you subscribed. If you liked what you saw, and I'll make sure you won't miss the next one. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again.